I will invite us to take a few moments just to gather our thoughts before we pray. Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, even in moments when we don't know what the future holds, and in moments of deep anxiety and fear, you give us something to celebrate. We thank you for this day. We thank you for this wonderful class of 2021 standing here right before you, ready to graduate. We thank you for the faculty. We thank you for the administrative staff. We thank you for friends and family gathered here today. Lord, we give you praise and honor for what you have done in our lives. It has been a difficult year, but we thank you for this far that you've brought us. We give you praise for the moments that are ahead of us and for the degrees that these beautiful people are going to receive. We pray that your grace will always go ahead of us, and in whatever we do, the Spirit of Earlham shall live within our hearts and within our bounds. Therefore, we give praise to you for this day. As we begin this program, we call upon your grace to be upon us. We call upon your love to surround us, and we call upon your power to take control of each and everything that happens here today. We honor you and we glorify you, for we ask these things through your name. Amen.
Good afternoon. I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all who are gathered and watching live to celebrate the accomplishments of the Earlham class of 2021. Congratulations, members of the class, of the graduating classes of Earlham College, Earlham's graduate program in education, Earlham's School of Religion, and Earlham College. Welcome, and also congratulations to your families and friends and all who have supported you throughout your Earlham career. At this time, I ask that all graduates please stand, turn around, and join with me in expressing gratitude for the support and encouragement from those present here today, whose love and support surrounds you and helps sustain all that you are and all that you will become. Thank you. You can turn around and be seated now. These graduates have persevered during significant disruption to their education and their lives. A global pandemic led to abrupt shifts in pedagogy and learning, not to mention concerns about health and well-being for themselves and loved ones, shortages of material goods, and uncertainty about the future. Coupled with significant movements for racial justice, political polarization, and global unrest, the success of these graduates is all the more commendable. Graduates, you've come together to support and celebrate each other through wins and losses. You've kept your distance and you've covered your faces out of concern for our community. You are remarkable, and I cannot adequately express my pride over what you've done and what you will do in the future. Are you guys getting tired of everyone telling you how amazing you are? Okay, one last thing to do. Raise up your hand, okay? Now reach around behind you and pat yourself on the back for getting through this. Good for you. Okay, we're now going to celebrate all of your accomplishments. To all of our graduates, congratulations once again on your individual achievements and your collective contribution to Earlham. Mallory Woodard is next up. Mallory. And then we will hear from Hannah Lewis and Yazid Barhush and Sam Piggott.
Friends, my name is Mallory Woodard, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here on behalf of Earlham School of Religion. Let me take this off. Almost 4 years ago, I started this journey that culminates at this commencement. And some of us have been here longer, while others of us have been here a shorter amount of time. But we have all been on this journey together. Pursuing a master's degree at any point of your life necessitates that it will not be the same as it was whenever you started, whether that was a year ago, 4, or 6. Often these changes that disrupt your life, they're good or they're bad. For example, there was a pandemic that disrupted all of our lives for a year. On the good side, I myself have undergone some good changes in the last 4 years, from buying and selling a home, engagement, marriage, and as of a month ago, I became a parent. Thank you. Being a part of the ESR community, being in school with people who are wholly themselves and will become ministers, social justice advocates, teachers, and more, has meant that in the midst of all the changing life circumstances, we accompany each other. Friends, administration, professors, faculty. It means walking alongside people who will challenge you, who will push you towards a new, holistic worldview in the midst of disruption and change. It means walking with ministers of grace and life and compassion, with ministers of revolutionary and transformative love. To be a part of a community like the one at ESR is to be with people who show you, who become with you the root system of the redwood trees, both shallow in the earth so as to be in touch with this world, to breathe its air and feel its movements, and also deeply interconnected so as to grow to new heights together and to show the shared and unavoidable love and light. And with that, I offer you both a welcome to journey with us and a blessing in the form of a poem by the lovely Mary Oliver entitled, "When I Am Among the Trees." When I am among the trees, especially the willows and the honey locusts, equally the beech, the oaks, and the pines, they give off such hints of gladness. I would almost say that they save me, and daily. I am so distant from the hope of myself, in which I have goodness and discernment, and never hurry through the world, but walk slowly and bow often. Around me, the trees stir in their leaves and call out, "Stay a while." The light flows from their branches. And they call again, "It's simple," they say. And you too have come into the world to do this, to go easy, to be filled with light, and to shine. Thank you.
Hey everyone, you guys are awesome, first off. So, if you don't know me, I went to Earlham for undergrad and now graduate school. And in my 5 years at Earlham, I have experienced 4 presidents, 3 coffee carriers, too many papers, and 1 super awesome pandemic. But through it all, Earlham's sense of community and responsibility to the world shined. Each and every one of us strove to learn and make a difference, even when the odds were stacked against us. We fight injustice with knowledge, and Earlham's graduate programs and education are no different. All of us chose to go the extra mile to learn, to teach, and to change the world. After all, we are purveyors of education. We strive to gain knowledge, create new research, spread our passion for learning, and engage with those around us. Earlham has armed us with the tools to do just that, and I have the highest faith that everyone who sits before me will use these tools to the best of their ability. The class of 2021 has shared a uniquely challenging experience, and I don't need to say why. We lost so many moments that we've been looking forward to for years, like our last dance alloy, grad hash, or in my case, learning to teach without a barrier of a mask. But we're all here, wearing crazy wizard gowns so that we can say, I made it. And that is probably the most important thing that we can remember right now. I made it. Or really, at Earlham, we made it. Our students, our cohort members, our colleagues, all of the undergraduates sitting before me, we made it. And we have made a lot of sacrifices to be here. But I want all of us to focus on the moments and the memories we have yet to make and the opportunities sitting right in front of us. We made it through all of the presidents and all of the papers, the transition from Caribou Coffee to Starbucks, which I think we can agree was rough at best, and a pandemic, so why not go for it? I know you will all change the world, and I cannot wait to see it. Shout out to the class of 2021 for making it.
Congratulations, class 2021, we made it! First of all, I want to acknowledge that this ceremony is different from what we all anticipated. Most of us anticipated to have more family members in the audience as domestic students, and most international students were not able to have their parents here today due to COVID-19 travel restrictions. And just like me, I'm sure many other international students decided to show appreciation to their families. So, to all the families that are watching us who couldn't make it, thank you so much. And just like this ceremony, our senior year was different too. You know, we had to present our capstone, and we had to do our exams all virtually at the end of the year. But you know what? What matters is that we did it. And I'm proud of each one of you today for being here. You know, as Earlhamites, we did a lot of things that each Earlhamite do in their natural habitat. Like mastering the hash nap. Or organizing block parties at Campus Village. Or prioritizing sitting on the heart with your crush over homework. That was not good. But at the end of the day, we are a unique class. Even though this is a Quaker institution and we're supposed to be peaceful, we truly learned how to fight here. Throughout our time at Earlham, we petitioned a lot when we tried to convince admin to do a lot of things. For example, we petitioned to try and get free housing for international students in the pandemic. We fought against outsourcing facilities and housekeeping staff. And we fought against shutting down CSC Disc, the football team, German department, and the Arabic department. But at the end of the day, we all stood in solidarity with Black Student Union, Jewish Student Union, and Students for Peace and Justice in Palestine. However, a remarkable petition was the petition when we tried to get a snow day for the first time, and surprisingly, that was the one petition that worked. Class of 2021, my message here for you is to continue to stand with what you believe in and continue to fight for a positive change.
Hello, class of 2021. I've got one final lecture for you guys to sit through. This is the most important lesson that I've learned here at Earlham, and that is the power of saying hello. From throwing frisbees on the Heart with newly found friends and sharing our first cups of coffee in Rose City, to creating the long-lasting friendships, experiencing the great personal growth, and traveling to the countries that none of us could have ever imagined we would go to. All of our experiences here at Earlham are because someone, somewhere along the way, put themselves out there and said hello. This simple act of recognizing another person's existence not only can brighten someone's day, but it can create these wonderful, meaningful relationships and connections that will continue to shape our lives after Earlham. And so, as you sit through and sweat through this commencement service, I hope that you reflect on all the students here, especially the ones that you've never spoken to. And I encourage you to remember that it is never too late to start a new conversation. And if there's any message that you take away from this little speech, it's that wherever you go next, and however you seek to change this world, it all starts with one word: hello. And with these messages, Yazid and I would like to welcome you to the commencement service for the class of 2021. Congratulations.
Maggie Thomas, Dean of the College, will present the candidates for the Bachelor's of Arts degree.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree please stand? It is my privilege, President Houtman, to present to you for the Bachelor of Arts degree the members of the class of 2021. They have, or will have completed by December 2021, the prescribed work. They have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees. Those members of the class who complete their work in December will have their degrees formally conferred at that time, and they join in today's ceremony, which is for both May and December graduates of the class of 2021.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Earlham College, under the laws of the state of Indiana, I confer upon each of you, members of the class of 2021, the Bachelor of Arts degree, and admit to you all the rights and privileges and lay upon you all the responsibilities pertaining thereto. On behalf of the trustees and the faculty of the college, I congratulate you upon the successful completion of your undergraduate studies and wish you a happy and fulfilling life.
So most of you can sit, except for like the front row or two. The following are the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree. Will you stand one row at a time and come forward one by one as your name is called? This line's included in every commencement and it never works, but please withhold your applause until the last diploma has been awarded. Also, if you would like to remove your mask when you come across the stage for the photograph, feel free to do that. It should be noted that in your program, college and departmental honors have been awarded based on the student's record as of the end of fall semester. Some students will have qualified for honors on the basis of work completed this semester and to be evaluated when grades are processed. We are proud of their achievement as well and will be notifying them of the awarding of honors after grades are processed, and honors will be posted to their transcripts. Rance Bernard Elbert, Global Management. Jared Elliott Ammon, Biology. Josiah Eddie Anglade, Comparative Languages and Linguistics. Haley Lynn Arbitel, History, in absentia. Abigail Taylor Armstrong, biology and chemistry. Emma Grace Asarson, art. Ashley Aubrey, English. Shani Azulai Grinspan, psychology. Victor M. Baker, Peace and Global Studies and Theater Arts. Ella Grace Jeanette Ballin, psychology in absentia. Yazid Barhoush, biology and human development and social relations. Jamel D'Angelo Barnes, global management. Courtney Bassett, psychology. William McKinley Becker, music studies. Geneva Bedell, physics and astronomy. Haley Helena Beal, human development and social relations. Mackenzie Bennett, biochemistry. Jordan Blackburn, global management. Kayla Rose Bowling, human development and social relations. Samuel Jacob Burton, English and music studies. Matthew C. Bushick, biochemistry. Christian Alexander Camarillo, psychology. Claire Kennedy, biology. Yusuf Malik Carpenter, global management, in absentia. Aiden Carter, peace and global studies. Perla Citlali Cervantes, history and Japanese studies. Olivia Chabowski, physics and astronomy, in absentia. Tino Chigasa, mathematics and quantitative economics. Brittany Kate Chong, neuroscience. Will Constable, philosophy. Alex Cornett, comparative languages and linguistics. Claire Elizabeth Cornwell, biochemistry. Gabriela Corrales, biology. Starla R. Cosgrove, English, in absentia. Adrian Cox Thurmond, music. Hannah Marie Craig, art and English. Aaron Jorge Agine Lamont Crichton, Global Management, in absentia. Oh. Sorry. What's your name? You're next. Starsha Leanne Davis, Neuroscience. Morgan Elena Day, Art. Kiera McKaylin Dennis, Psychology. Madison Rochelle Dilk, Theater Arts. Manami Dote, Biochemistry, in absentia. Jeffrey Tyler Duyer, Biochemistry. Jennifer Sarah Duyer, Biochemistry. Connor K. Drews, Global Management. In absentia. Abraham Espino, Sociology, Anthropology. Selena Faith, Art and Sociology, Anthropology. Emmanuel Slade Faria, Biology. Evan Michael Feldberg Bannatyne, Environmental Sustainability and Peace and Global Studies. Max Feller, Psychology. Drew A. Fitzgibbon, Global Management. Kai Elizabeth Flood, Comparative Languages and Linguistics and French and Francophone Studies. Elizabeth Page Fox, Environmental Sustainability. Ryoji Fusegi, Psychology, in absentia. Hannah Fussell, Art. Megan Garner, Sociology, Anthropology. Lindsay Ray Minor Guerin, Peace and Global Studies and Spanish and Hispanic Studies. Mark Pierre Gendreau II, Global Management, in absentia. Joseph Kevin Gerbis, Biochemistry, in absentia. Nicole Marie Goddard, Peace and Global Studies. Promit Alan Gomez, Economics and Global Management. James Patrick Grace, Global Management, in absentia. Michael Allen Grady, Biology. Sarah Michelle Graham, Environmental Sustainability. Reginald Darrow Grossman, Sociology, Anthropology, and Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies. Madeline Gullion, Environmental Sustainability. Ollie Hayland, Physics and Astronomy. Michaela Savannah Hammond, Global Management. David Hahn, English. Opal May Harbor, History and Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies. Samantha Hart, Biology. Bethany Ann Hartzell, International Studies. Gaia Sibel Hendricks Petrie, Art. Jacqueline Elizabeth Hernandez, Psychology in Absentia. Alexander Rees Herman, English and Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies. Layla Imani Rashan Hicks, Art. Ariana Kate Higley, Theater Arts. Evan Ward Hill, Biology. Clio Marielane Holman, Human Development and Social Relations. Brooke House, Psychology. Catherine McGovern Hulman, Biochemistry. Jada Irvin, Global Management. Joseph N. Islam, Mathematics. David Allen Jackson, Global Management in Absentia. Rosalie Shudan Jacobs, Environmental Sustainability. Adam Lewis Johnson, Neuroscience. Colin Karich, Global Management. Fiona Catherine Kelly, Ancient and Classical Studies and Museum Studies. Hyunji Kim, Psychology. Kai Kim, History. Krista Rose Kirk, Human Development and Social Relations. Drenush Krasniche, Biochemistry. David Kvartskava, Computer Science. Cynthia Didi Lenore, Global Management. Yujong Aaron Lee, Computer Science. Danielle Long, Neuroscience. Dalia Lopez, Sociology, Anthropology, and Spanish and Hispanic Studies. Jasmine Lorenzana, English and Spanish and Hispanic Studies. Joshua Marvin Anthony Macklin, Neuroscience. Idai Chelsea McConey, Economics. Roy Milton Malone, Art and Pre-Professional Engineering. Esther Wadzanai Ziegler-Mano, African and African American Studies and Human Development and Social Relations. Francesca Marie Marsh, Comparative Languages and Linguistics. Leonel Ignacio Martin, Sociology, Anthropology, and Spanish and Hispanic Studies. Michaela Matthews Michaels, Geology. Lucy McAfee, History. Hunter Davis McLean, Economics and Japanese Studies. Maeve L. McNamara, Music Studies. Haley McWhorter, Global Management. Maximilian Meyer, Art. Esmeralda Ruby Mendiola, Politics and Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies. Nathan Martin Metz-Lerman, Peace and Global Studies and Sociology Anthropology. Dominic Michael, Psychology, in absentia. Joel Michaels, Computer Science and Global Management. Brianna Miller, Theater Arts. Yana D. Miller, Neuroscience. Emma Milner Gorvine, Spanish and Hispanic Studies. Hogan David Mordizade, English. Naomi Moed Nelson, Human Development and Social Relations. Josue Morales, Peace and Global Studies, in absentia. Leah Morkin, Biology. George R. Morpurgo, English, in absentia. Samaya Mumford, Japanese Studies. Alvaro Munguia, Politics. Chima Ndukwu, Liberal Studies. Peter Zachary Nelson, Global Management and Public Policy. Rosalind Dawn Newhart, Global Management. Nguyen Ang Nguyen, Biology. Phi Hung Nguyen, Computer Science, in absentia. Gwynnie Nguyen, Human Development and Social Relations, in absentia. Mary Grace Nickerson, English and French and Francophone Studies. Spencer Olivia North, Ancient and Classical Studies. Salam Auda, Japanese Studies. Ahmed Murwan Omer, Peace and Global Studies. Alexander Putnam Pagiote, Politics. Julia Mi-hyun Park, Human Development and Social Relations, in absentia. Kendra Parker, Neuroscience. Kushbu Patel, Neuroscience, in absentia. Layla Michelle Pettit, Chemistry. Uyen Pham, Human Development and Social Relations. Sophia Pickering, Art and Spanish and Hispanic Studies. Samuel Piggott, Biology. Brian Pincura, Global Management, in absentia. Tiffany Jane Petrafke, Biochemistry. Eric Antonio Quintanilla, Biochemistry. Israel Ramos, Biochemistry. Tyreek Richardson, Biochemistry and Psychology. Marlon Robertson, Japanese Studies. Ione Robinson, Psychology. Emily Marie Rosenberger, Ancient and Classical Studies. Lily A. Roundtree, Art. Kawi Rucker, Global Management. Avery J. Rush Elias, Global Management. Samuel Peter Russo, Biology. Levi Christian Satterholm, Music. Dominic Hindolo Saidu, Biochemistry. Avery Salerno, Psychology and Spanish and Hispanic Studies. Giselle Lidia Salgado, Peace and Global Studies and Spanish and Hispanic Studies. Sofia Salvatore, Neuroscience. Emmett Wise Salzer, Physics and Astronomy. Evelyn Elizabeth Sanchez, Biology, in absentia. Gabriel Schendler, Philosophy. Noah Jacob Scherf, History. Julia Schetelig, Global Management and Psychology, in absentia. Garrett Harris William Schuler, Global Management. Isabel Kira Seikel, Comparative Languages and Linguistics, in absentia. Michelle Sepulveda, Global Management. Juana Maria Serna Gomez, Global Management and Psychology, in absentia. Farzain Farah Shah, Global Management. Zafreen Shah, Economics. Umayyar Shahadat, Global Management. Christian Sheritz, Politics. Annalie Ivy Shields, Art. Rafaela Tami Shima, Biochemistry. Ian Schreiner, Biology. Alexandria Faye Skinner, Geology and Sociology Anthropology. Jason Slane, Global Management. Catherine Adele Slater, Peace and Global Studies. Wesley Obadiah Smith, Biology. Finnegan Anthony Smith-Rutan, English. Alex Sobzak, Theater Arts, in absentia. Samuel Thomas Sprocket, Global Management, in absentia. Shay Ashton Stanley, Biochemistry. Katie Sturzinger, Biochemistry. Julia Madeline Stewart, Global Management, in absentia. Emma Louise Stinson, Biology, in absentia. Emma Stoffren, Biology. Caroline Lee Stone, History, in absentia. Nathan Thomas Sullivan, English. Samantha Sandrowski, Biochemistry. Yining Tong, Global Management and Psychology, in absentia. Acacia Therese Tinette, Neuroscience. Thuy N. Tai, Computer Science. Linnea Carlson Thorson, French and Francophone Studies. S. Lovely Thunderwood, International Studies. Ali Twilila Ziani, History, in absentia. Simon Trubeck Pence, History. Biniam Tumbo, Global Management. Muskan Upreti, Computer Science and Quantitative Economics. Riley Vale, Japanese Studies. Eliza Vardanian, Computer Science and Global Management. Kevin Ventura, Psychology. Alexis Rain Warren, Environmental Sustainability. Dorothy Weiss, Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies. Erin Welsh, Human Development and Social Relations. Eva Wetzel, Geology. Joshua Wilson, Global Management. Pion Tan Twin, Computer Science. Cameron Whistle, Global Management, in absentia. Jonah Rubin Wolf, Comparative Languages and Linguistics. Sukmin Yoon, Philosophy. Fletcher York, Peace and Global Studies and Politics. Veronica Zilinska, Psychology.
Will the class rise? You should now move your tassels to the left side. And from henceforth, if you have the opportunity to wear one of those comfy mortarboards, you should wear it with your tassel on the left side, which mine I just realized is on the wrong side, as a symbol that you have met the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations to all of you. Vicki Dymock-Eastman, Director of Graduate Program in Education, will present the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching and Master of Education degree. Oh, you can sit now. Sorry.
Will the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching please stand? President Houtman, it is a privilege to introduce these candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching and Master of Art in Education. Sorry, will the Master of Arts candidates also please stand? They have completed the prescribed work and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Becky. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Earlham College, under the laws of the state of Indiana, I confer upon you the master's degree and admit you to all rights and privileges and lay upon you all the responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Will each candidate come forward as their name is read to receive the diploma? Rebecca Belcher, Bachelor of Arts, English, and Master of Arts in Teaching. Caroline Federico, Bachelor of Arts, English, and Master of Arts in Teaching. Dana Michelle Moore, Bachelor of Arts, Spanish, and Master of Arts in Teaching. Caitlin Flood, Master of Arts in Teaching. John Horn, Master of Arts in Teaching. Hannah Lewis, Master of Arts in Teaching. Heidi Rubendahl Crabtree, Master of Arts in Teaching. Lillian Stewart, Master of Arts in Teaching. Emma Wilkins, Master of Arts in Teaching. Shane Cleveland, Master of Education.
Thanks, Becky.
Maisie Elston, Master of Education. Cloud Kelly, Master of Education. Rex Daniel Dopp, in absentia. Austin Hatfield, in absentia. Isaiah Shake, in absentia. Aya Yamakawa, in absentia.
Please join me in congratulating these graduates. You may now be seated. When you get to your seat, you can be seated.
Mine's
Okay.
I'd like to ask Jim Higginbotham, Associate Dean for the Earlham School of Religion and also professor, except I can't remember what kind of professor.
pastoral care.
Professor of Pastoral Care will now introduce the graduates of the Earlham School of Religion.
Will the
Jim?
candidates for the Master of Arts in Religion, Master of Arts in Divinity, please stand? President Houtman, it is my privilege to introduce these candidates for the Master of Arts in Religion and the Master of Divinity. They have completed the prescribed work and have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Jim. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Earlham College under the laws of the state of Indiana, I confer upon each of you, members of the class of 2021, the Master of Arts in Religion and the Master of Divinity, and admit you to all the rights and privileges and lay upon you all the responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. On behalf of the trustees and the faculty of ESR, I congratulate you upon the successful completion of your studies and wish you a happy and fulfilling life.
Will each candidate come forward as their name is read to receive the diploma? Brown Mulimi Mujete. Ashlyn Dede Stanton Henry. Mallory Elaine Woodard. Camille Miriam Clement, in absentia. Craig Allen Goodworth, in absentia. Angela Marie Nevitt-Meyer, in absentia. Rachel Ann Van Boven, in absentia. Thomas Baker Swan, in absentia. Christine Ann Ashley, in absentia. Catherine Locke Campbell, in absentia. You're here? Oh, there they are. Where they are? They're coming. Please come. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I can't see you back there. I thought everyone was coming at once.
They should have been standing. Yeah.
I'll go by the names when they get up here. Some of those are not in absentia. Is that a miracle? I think that's a Master of Divinity thing. I was getting worried. I'd seen them earlier today, so had the rapture happened and I missed. I don't know. Catherine Locke Campbell. It's not here. Kia Davis Shikanga. Congratulations. Karen Leslie Flowers. Maria Fernanda Landin. Elizabeth Ann Nicholson. Joel Ilunga Nishimba. That's all of them.
You sure?
No, but.
Okay. Please join me in congratulating these graduates. Will all of our graduates recipients of undergraduate degrees and recipients of graduate degrees, please rise. Please join me again in congratulating the Earlham classes of 2021. And we'll end with a benediction and a moment of silence with Hyunji Kim and Tyreek Richardson. I believe. There's someone coming. Looks like Tyreek. Go ahead. And Hyunji.
Dear class of 2021, see you later is said when parting from someone. On our first day of campus, we began a journey of discovery and exploration, for example. That day, we told our family and friends, see you later, and sent them off back home all across the world. Then we turned around and said hello to strangers from everywhere, from different backgrounds, strangers we never would have imagined would be our new family.
We, as this new family, have had our share of ups and downs, our bright, shining moments of joy, and our dark periods of hardships. And we have come to know each other so well in the process.
I would like to say hello to all of you, but let's be honest, I know each and every one of you for a long time. So instead, I would like to talk about farewells. And everyone knows, because if anything, we're saying hello, and it's see you later now. So we say it to our friends, our family, practically everyone we meet, and then we part our ways.
Think about the moments that have brought us together, the small, intimate moments of infinite joy. And despite our times of pandemic and quarantine, we have somehow miraculously come through together and made ourselves a home in this community. We have experienced so much and learned so much through these years to finally realize the depths of all we can do and how we can make the best of it.
We are the witnesses of each other's lives. We have witnessed each other in our last journey through back campus, stumbling through muddy paths to hear people singing from behind trees and shrubs. We walked countless times on the veins of the heart, and now we move our tassels from right to left, knowing that endings like these are just beginnings from a different perspective.
In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl says, "The way we bore our suffering is a genuine inner achievement. It is the spiritual freedom, which cannot be taken away, that makes life meaningful and purposeful." I think about this quote, then realize that I could never have borne my times of hardship if it weren't for my friends. We, like the rest of you here, have been with each other in every step of the way. We are each other's reason for bearing our suffering. We are each other's reason why our lives are meaningful and purposeful. So thank you. We appreciate that we are here together to celebrate our graduation.
This ending we face today, the ending of time in college, in the presence of those we have come to call family, is painful. It is excruciating. But if there's one thing I know, it's that painful endings bring glorious beginnings. We once learned that people have a tendency to think of final events more positively, as they signal the end of an experience. And given that all we have weathered in the past for years, I am more than happy to make the most out of this painful but glorious ending.
If I could, I would travel back in time to meet you all over again, to have the joy of knowing you once more. But unfortunately, every hello, every greeting, every smile and friendship is followed by an inevitable farewell. So, goodbye, we say to our friends today. a goodbye to express our best wishes, to mark the end of an era we have cherished for so long, a goodbye to reflect on what we've done, what we've taken for granted, and what we are losing today. But more importantly, I hope to see you soon once again in the middle of our next chapter, and we will smile, laugh, and enjoy the moments together.
It is now the time for us to depart for that next journey.
No matter where you go, we know that you will flourish.
Congratulations.
Class of 2021, and
see you later. Thank you.
Now let's end with a moment of silence in the traditional Earlham manner. Thank you all.